Howdy all, welcome back to Lives. I think it's time to play a little Ark. Alright. Man, dude, how many levels did you go up? That's a lot of levels. Alright. Well, I finally managed to get that Karkinos. It only took me forever, which gives me a good chance to move about a little bit more than I have been, as it is quite beastly. So I guess it's time to pick another project to work on here. Now I do have the refrigerator going. I don't necessarily need a greenhouse. I do like the way they look, though. I have the fabricator going. Obviously, I have a generator and lights. I've got metal armor. I don't need an assault rifle necessarily. The industrial grinder I have never managed to create. Ooh, how close are we to getting the big whatchamacallit? I'm not there yet, apparently. I need more levels, apparently, to get to the next machines. But I probably am gonna need, like, pearls and stuff. Oil, things like that. So let's, I cannot remember how well the Karkinos does on collecting that stuff, so I think I'm going to take my Karkinos out, because he does need... Is it he or is it she? He. He needs more levels, for sure. And the river is just over this way. And he looks like he's hurt. He's not hurt. I just leveled him up. And so he's slowly regenerating health here, and so it's not so much hurt as in suddenly gained a lot of hit points. But yeah, the river is just what? Is it over there or is it over there? It must be over here. So I'm gonna head over this way, and like I said, I don't really remember how well the Karkinos does for gathering oil and pearls. Shoot. I can't tell. Did I? I didn't bring my doggy. Now we gotta go back and get my doggy. I'm not sure if this is any faster to move, but it feels like it. Especially when you run face first into a stego here. Little light source, I forgot you. I should probably grab my... Did you get on my shoulder this time? Let's see about my mining helmet too. It looks like it's getting dark, so I was gonna swap out. Mining helmet, you're so disappointing. I've been playing 7 Days to Die, and I have the mining helmet on there. Right. And, so... Look at the size of the area covered by my glow dog here, my bulb dog, versus that foreign one. I like that the guy is looking like straight at the ground right in front of the Karkinos, so like he doesn't want to know where he's going. Man, I got up yesterday early for a meeting at work, and the meeting is conducted online, and so whatever was going on since the I think it was an overseas meeting. I'm not really sure where they were conducting it from yesterday. I couldn't hear them. It was terrible. And so I have to go movement speed. You're kind of slow. I'm going to put some levels into movement speed here to get you moving at a decent rate. And so, like, before the meetings start, you know, they do the audio testing and stuff. And so, like, can everybody hear us okay? And so I heard, can everybody us okay? And it wasn't just me. There were several people, and they couldn't quite get everything. And the longer it went on, they brought in like different people. They tried different microphones, and it just seemed to be an internet issue somewhere. And so it was all right. Here we go. Hmm. I don't know. I can't tell. It doesn't seem like it's great. I feel like the Ravagers bring in more oil and pearls. I do. Is this where I normally get my pearls from? I don't remember there being a gas pocket here. This can't be where I normally go. Because I think where I normally go ends in... One of these days I'm going to learn these rivers, and then I'll stop getting lost so badly all the time. Look, there's another gas pocket down there, too. I need to bring gas mines down here. What's it take to build gas mines? I put 2 of them right here. Gas collector. Cementing paste, crystals, metal ingots, and red gems. Red gems. Hmm. I feel like red gems are super deep, but I think I need the gas to do the hazmat gear, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's a conundrum, isn't it? I need red gems to get gas, and I need gas to get red gems. And I haven't really been collecting things from the earthquakes. So that's a bit of a conundrum. Gonna have to remember to collect those red gems. I guess I should look to see how many I've got. Oh, those were coelacanths. Totally thought that was... Yeah, let's go see what we can find where I normally hunt these things. So yeah, so it couldn't connect or anything. And so I'm pretty sure at the end of it, the guy running the meeting said that uh, if you oh man, I got an otter and everything there. Oh, look at my tiny little light. Oh man, I can see so well with this tiny, tiny little spotlight. Tiny little spotlight. I do like how Aberration lights up at night. I do think the creatures look very cool in the dark. Doesn't help me figure out where I'm at or where I'm going, but it looks cool. I think this on the other side of here is where I normally hunt the trilobites. But yeah, I think he said if you can't hear us, then I don't know how that helps anybody. If you can't hear us, then go ahead and log out now, and we will send you a recording of the meeting, and then you can email us with any questions. And so I'm like, all right, whatever. And because they're usually pretty good about like, oh well, here's a technical issue, so we couldn't conduct the meeting. So here's what we wanted to tell you, and go ahead and log this time on your sheet. So you get paid even though you didn't attend the meeting, and you can listen to the recording. So that's always nice. Well, I mean, it's not nice. It is still work, but it's nice that they're willing to go through that. So I'm like, all right. You know, it's not like it hasn't happened before. It's really rare. It's only happened once before, I guess. But that's how they covered it last time, and so I wasn't too worried about it. And so I stayed up really late last night because it was gaming night, and so we were. I mean, tonight's gaming night, tomorrow's gaming night. Um, but last night was video game night with my video game group, and we didn't finish till a little after 3 a.m. And so I can't go to sleep immediately after laying down, so I usually read a book or something to wind down. And so I read a chapter in my book, and I'm like, you know, I should just probably go to sleep. And so then I spent the next, I don't know, however long it takes me to finally fall asleep. I read that the problem is that I read before I go to bed, and so my body expects me to want to read when I lay down, and that I need to not lay down in my bed when I read and just go in and lay down and go to sleep, and maybe that will help my inability to fall asleep. I don't know how truthful that is, but I love to read in bed, so that sucks. I think I'll just stick with what I currently do. And so how are we doing here on oil? 82. That's not bad. That's actually better than I thought it was gonna be. So this is working out all right for me. We're getting a little bit of XP. We're getting oil. I don't think either one of those was what I was looking for. Although it'd be better if it was daytime, so I could see where these little coelacanth or the trilobite guys are. Ooh, there's one right in front of me. And so I woke up early today. Not like I'm gonna get out of bed now, but like, oh, I could probably go to the bathroom. So I got out of bed. I went upstairs. And came downstairs, thought, I'll check my email, and I decided I'd just go ahead and get up at that point. And I'm like, all right, I get up, got up early, gonna get started on work early, which means I'll get finished early, and it'll be nice. And then I'll have a little gap between work, recording, and tonight's game session. And because I don't often get those, it's usually get up, work, record, game session, bed. And so I prefer when, there's 3 or 4 hours in there where I can do other things. And so checking my emails, getting ready to start work. And the email says, as you were unable to attend yesterday's meeting, we've decided to conduct a second meeting for those who weren't able to attend yesterday's meeting due to technical difficulties. And it starts in 45 minutes. I'm like, oh, really? 'Cause I thought you were just gonna send me a recording. You're lucky I woke up accidentally early, because I don't set an alarm. I could have slept for another hour, and I would have missed this meeting too. So I did wind up attending my meeting today, which of course is like an hour and a half long, so it pushes me way over where I expected to be done with work today. It was an interesting meeting, just I wasn't expecting it. You'd think that they would let you know the day before, right? Like, if we had problems yesterday, they should have said, oh, well, you can just reschedule for tomorrow. But I didn't get an email from her or anything until this morning. I don't know what the deal is that the people can't let you know things. This is like my pet peeve, too. I mean, it's work, so I guess it's a little more leeway, but still, you couldn't let me know ahead of time? You couldn't, like, let me plan that out with a schedule? Just gotta spring it on me? What is that? Oh. Apparently I killed some sheep. Here's where I crashed my game. I don't know if you remember that. Oh. I thought the game crashed there for a second. I mean, nothing happened on my end. It's just, I thought I heard some sound. Now I don't hear that sound. I guess I don't know what that sound I was listening to was. Weird. There was one time where I had a Allosaurus, and I was collecting wool, or whatever it's called, pelt. And so my Allosaurus had hundreds of mutton on him, and every time I tried to get rid of the mutton, it would cause my game to crash. Every time. One piece of mutton, 300 pieces of mutton, didn't matter, would crash. Why doesn't the mutton stack? I don't understand that. Like, why is the mutton in single instances? That really makes no sense to me. Yeah, I had to let it rot slowly on my Allosaur because I couldn't remove it from his inventory. It was just stuck there forever. No, it was basically forever because I think the dude had mutton on him until I quit playing that map. I didn't care for that map. That was the Ragnarok map, and it's just too hard to get supplies in that. It's hard to get supplies in this map too, but at least there are areas you can go to get what you need. I've actually don't think I've ever found a space to get oil on this map other than one trip to the surface that nearly burned me alive, and and this. I don't think I've ever found any other place with oil. Um, but yeah. Oh, and then I was getting pretty frustrated yesterday about my D&D game, my play-by-post D&D game. I was, oh wow, what is the word? I can't believe I can't think of the word. I was writing, anyways, the message in my head to my DM to confront him about how slow he is at responding to posts, and that it's super irritating and causes me anger that he doesn't check in at least once a day to post a couple of messages to progress the game, because he told us that we had to check in every day to make sure that we posted to progress the game. And you know, a missed game or a missed day would be fine once in a while, but he consistently misses 3-4 days at a time, and it's already slow because it's a play-by-post, and you know, it's going to take decades at this rate to get anywhere. I know, like today, one of the guys doesn't. I don't think he works today, and so he posted, and then I work at my computer and have whatever I want on my computer going. So I just have the chat program open. I use it for a lot of different things besides the D&D play-by-post, and so I'm parts of multiple groups on Discord, and some of them are even important. And so, you know, I checked in there before I got started too far into work today, and saw that the DM had finally posted something after 2 days of waiting. Like, alright, maybe I won't post an angry message to you today. Although I probably still should, because I don't want to take forever. But the other guy is at work. He might be home now, but he was at work earlier today, and so we had reached a point where it was his turn, and we can't progress until he takes his turn. Of course, now, unfortunately, the DM is at a meeting. Although I'm not really sure what he's currently doing. But he left for a meeting a couple hours ago, and he said it was going to run very late tonight. But I don't know what he does as a job at the moment. I mean, I know a couple of his jobs. He has multiple jobs, but I'm not sure what his job is at the moment. I should find that out. I mean, it would require me to ask, and I don't really ask people for their personal information if I don't have to. Oh, I already emptied your stuff. You were just out of stamina. How are we doing anyways? Almost 200 oil and 128 pearls. We're going to need a lot of pearls. I know pearls are super... Did you just bark, little dude? What are you barking at? I like that my base is just like through that and to the right. I really like that it's not too far from here. I wish I had known that, because man, I spent so much time trying to find this place. I know for the longest time I would go all the way back to my first base on the previous map and then come in from there, because I could find this place routinely from there, but I could not find the other place, and so I would have to come. I'd have to come from over there to get to here, And then when I would leave, I would go back there to get back to that base, and then swing all the way around and come back over to there where my base was at. And that seems like I did a lot of extra traveling that was unnecessary. Uh, some of that has to do with the terrible map in this game, though. I know we play a lot of 7 Days to Die, and especially lately, I don't know what the kick has been on 7 Days to Die, but the Monday night group, we've been playing 7 Days to Die every week for a while now. And the one dude, though, who picks what we play, because it's his streaming night that we play on, he just rails about how 7 Days to Die isn't a finished game, and all the bugs that are in the game. Only you don't really come across that many bugs, so I'm not sure what he's referencing. On top of that, we don't have like a dedicated server that we play on, and so he runs it from his computer that he's currently playing on, and he is in a foreign country, and so we experience a little bit of lag now and then. And then he experiences computer lag because he doesn't have the best setup, and so he blames the game. He's always talking about code optimization. I'm like, dude, you can't really optimize code until you know what you're gonna put in the game. That's like 7 Days to Die is still an alpha game because they are still changing the mechanics of the game. Yes, it has been in alpha a long time, but it's also changed a lot from the first public alpha. And so it's just bizarre to me how much he rails against the game we're playing. That's his choice on what we play. I don't know. We had that discussion last night, though, about... I'm like, you just don't optimize code that you're not going to use, and they don't know if they're going to use what they've got. I know, like they're doing a whole huge revamp over, like, combat, so any code with combat would need to be redone, and so there's no reason to optimize that. The net stuff, who knows, because we're playing off of a server at his house that he only starts up when we play. and we're in different countries, so obviously there's going to be a little bit of latency with that issue. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. But yeah, we on our D&D game, our play-by-post D&D game, we finally got into some combat, and I was worried that my character was going to get killed because we've been told that oh, that was not a trilobite. We've been told that there's a good chance that our character is going to die in this campaign because it's considered an extremely difficult campaign. I don't know how true that is because I've never played it before, and I'm out of stamina again. And but I do know that my DM can be a little vindictive, and I do know that he feels it's his job to kill us, as he has stated to me on how disappointed he is that he has not managed to kill off any of our characters so far. Not in this campaign, just every campaign that I play where he's the DM. And so we we had reached a point where he moved my character, which he's not supposed to do, but he did. Another thing I want to put in a strongly worded message to him, because yelling at him verbally does not seem to make a difference. And so I thought maybe if I put it in email, that maybe he would pay attention. Because we do argue verbally outside of the game a lot about D&D. And not in a angry, you know, we can't be friends way, but in a we're friends who like to argue kind of way, because we do like to argue, and we often we don't agree on everything, and so when we don't agree on something, we like to argue it back and forth. And so this happens in D&D a lot. Although some of the stuff he does in D&D are considered wrong by the majority of players, and he needs to quit it. And so, but he moved my character so that he could get attacked, and so I only got like 17 hit points right now because we're only level 2, and I thought for sure he was going to kill off my character. I could foresee it coming. I was going to get 2 attacks as I tried to run. He normally rolls all that stuff off camera, technically, I suppose you could say, outside of the game system that we use. Like we're using Roll20 online. So usually when he rolls for the monster's attack and damage, he doesn't let us see it. He just tells us what happened. And strangely enough, he rolled those in Roll20 so we could see them, and I only took 9 damage, which is a lot when you only have 17, but we're never going to be in contact with those zombies the rest of the fight, because we're going to range attack them and run until they're all dead. And so I was kind of hoping he would just say today that now that we're at range and the zombies can't catch us, and we can just continually run them. He must have something else planned. I assume something else is going to attack us while we're running. Even though we're running back the way we already came toward civilization. I don't know. But he doesn't appear to be going to just end the fight and say we won. We're going to have to fight this out. We already got 1 or 2 dead. So, and about 8 more are severely damaged. So we're about halfway, not quite halfway through the fight. So, well, let's check the final haul here for the day. Oh wow, I got a lot of oil. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, on the pearls, he's not very good at gathering the pearls, but he's pretty good on gathering that oil. So, with that, click like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.